set up here. And when you become a member of the Viral Genie, the only way you can get in here is through referral. Matter of fact, if you come to the page, viralgenie.com, if you just go straight to the page there, and you know what? I'm not even sharing my screen, so let me get that on here. There we go. So if you go to the page, what will happen is if you don't have a referral ID, you'll go to viralgenie.com, and this is the page that'll come up. Now, once you're here, if you have a referral ID, you can enter it right here. The other thing that happens is when you enroll in the Viral Genie, become a member, you actually get your own URL link that's unique to you. So anyone you invite, the system knows that they're invited by you. So I'm going to do mine here, and this is just a demo. So when you come in here, now if I was to enter the ID number into that little slot there, it would take me to the same page, but you can also share the direct link as well. So when you come here, first thing you'll do is you'll see a video. It's with me giving you a little explanation, just a little bit of what I have already shared with you here. Now, what you'll also see is there's these 6 circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Each one of these circles represents a website that belongs to one of our members. Now, when you come to this page, the first site you're going to see here in this link is the site that's put together by the person that invited you. So if you're invited to the Viral Genie, nice thing is it's probably somebody you know, and they probably have similar interests. So most likely you're going to see something here that might interest you. If not, it's okay. There's going to be many sites here. You can check it out, and you never know what you're going to get behind door number 1, number 2, number 3, 4, 5, and 6. So as you go through, and you just simply click this, the bar floats to the top, and you see this right here. Now, what you're seeing here is a page that's generated by a member. Okay, this isn't a Viral Genie site. This is actually a member here. You also notice there's a little countdown here. This bar here, it counts down. You'll see the circle, the little blue line going around. That's a countdown for 20 seconds. So when someone comes to this page, you can't leave this page for 20 seconds. So what I'm telling you is imagine your own site in here, being here in front of somebody. They would be there for at least 20 seconds. So when you design your ad, what I encourage you to do is really start to evaluate your website. And if you have one, if you don't have one yet, we can help you with that too. But if you do have one, consider how busy your page is. I can tell you right now, when you go to it, does it really grab somebody in 20 seconds? And you got to ask yourself, and be honest with yourself, does it? If it doesn't, what you ought to do is design something specific to go into the Viral Genie. It'll be kind of like the preload, the pre-presentation for your main site. Okay. Now you'll see here on this particular one, if you were to click this button here, it should load another page, and it does. See, now this is definitely a lot more busy. You can see, and this would be a registration page for this promotion that's going on here by this member. So, anyways, you kind of get the idea. Now, what also happens is this lights up. Now you can go to page 2. When you go to page 2, another member site pops up, and this just happens to be the DBE store. They're promoting it's a light ring product, and of course we have to sit here for 20 seconds. And I'm going to pause this. Now you can see also that this countdown happens. Now at 10 seconds, you also notice this bar came down. Now this bar came down. What this allows you to do is for anyone that puts their name and their email address in here, it says right here, want this owner of this site to give you more info, question mark. So if someone enters their name and their email address in here, and this happens to be your page that you're featuring in the Viral Genie, you get notification about that. So that'll notify you in the back office. You log right in, and there's their name and their email address and contact info right there. You can actually export that, and you can invite those people to ask you more questions. You can send them information about what your page was about, that type of thing as well. So it's actually a lead capture system for you too, built right in. And we're going to expand on that as well. You're going to have more capabilities as time goes on. You're really at the very beginning of this in the first iteration, and we have a lot of plans for things that we're going to bring to you as value. Now, I want to also point out that what happened here, remember the person that invited you to the site. The first thing you did was you clicked on site number 1 and you saw their site, and you clicked on number 2. Now, position number 2 was basically the person that invited you, the person that sponsored them or invited them and enrolled. They are the ones that referred your friend or whoever invited you, and what's happened is their site has gone into position 2. So now when you enroll in the Viral Genie, your site, when you send your link out, will go into position 1. And those people that invited you, the person that invited you, will go into position 2, and the person that invited them goes into position 3. So this kind of multiplies effect. You know, normally in advertising, if you send an ad out, maybe 100,000 people or something like that, it just stops right there. But imagine for a minute, if a large amount of those people wanted to forward it or share it, but also what if many of them realized, hey, I can use the viral Genie too. Not only do I like this product to solve, but wow, how do I get my page featured in here? So they enroll. Of course, they have to have a referral, which would be you. They enroll in your link, and when they start sending out their promotion, their campaign, yours kind of tags along with it. So it gets magnitudes of exposure, ongoing growth. So you might start on the beginning. Maybe you send this out to a couple hundred people, post it on Facebook and Twitter, and share it out there and share the idea, the marketing idea. You can share your product. So you're getting the double benefit of having a business within a business. Matter of fact, we're going to pay you for those members that enroll. We actually pay you every single month on every active member that's in your team or in your group, all the way down through up to 6 tiers. And that's pretty significant. So ultimately, you can have a campaign here that's going out and not only generating traffic for your own business, but it's also paying you. Where can you do advertising that's going to pay you back? That's pretty cool. So the nice thing is it just continues on and pushes out every month as it goes on. You're going to get more and more traffic as more and more people get involved. So if 10 people shared it with, another 10 each signed up or so, that would be 100 people. And you're all of a sudden your site's in front of 100, and those 100 people might, send it out to 100 people each. Would be, another 1,000 people see it, maybe another 100 or so of those enroll and get involved in promoting out, and it just keeps continuing to grow. And every month, some of the existing members are sending that out again, and more people are getting involved. So it just continues to have that viral effect. It's just people telling people, and that's what viral is. So I'm going to go ahead and click number 3 here, and you notice each one again, countdown. Now what you see here is a page that's just a placeholder. Now what this says is, whoa, coming soon. Viral happens fast. The site owner would have had your attention, but they haven't input their link yet. Don't miss another opportunity. Reach your audience now. Stop missing traffic. If this is your page, log into your account right away and input your site URL. Now, your site URL is just simply your website. Now, if you don't have one, don't worry about it. We can help you with that. But if whatever URL you want, it could be your YouTube page, it could be your maybe you're involved in a company that has a replicating page. You can put that in there. Maybe you just want to build a simple landing page yourself, put a video in there, whatever you want to do. And I'll give you some examples of that here in a bit. So it says right here, so visitors will see your information. This could have been your site getting more views right now. That's it. So that's when you enroll, automatically this page is in place for you. So don't have to worry about it. That's there. Your position is locked in, and your campaign is running. And then as soon as you put your URL in, your page will go live. So I'm going to go ahead and click here. And here we go. Here's another page coming in. See, now what I want you to pay attention is how clean this is. And this is what I encourage you to do, is think about having a page like this where it's just a simple. And I'm going to pause this here. And ultimately what you have here is you just have to click to find out more. And if you click this, it takes you to the full presentation page. But this video gives a good overview of somebody so that they can raise their hand. Now, one thing I want to point out about marketing is that most people, they get involved in something and they think about their sphere that they have, their people they know, people that they know, and so on. And it kind of stops there. And a lot of times, you feel kind of pressured you got to get people involved around you, because once those people are gone through, what are you going to do? You have to go beyond that. After friends, family, and all the associates are already presented to and nobody else there, where do you go from there? And I find that a lot of people in marketing, or at least in networking scenarios, they tend to browbeat others. And sometimes it's just not the right thing. You just want to be cautious about that. The key is you really want to get people that are involved because they're excited about it, not because you convinced them to do it. Stop spending your time so much convincing, and do your best to get in front of large amounts of people and find those people that just raise their hand. And that's what the Viral Genie is for, to get you pushed in front of thousands, maybe even millions of people eventually. And having those people that raise their hand. Now, those are the people you're not going to have to call and motivate every day. They're going to be calling you saying, hey, what can we do? Let's get going. Let's get out there and make some things happen. So that's what this is designed for, and I want you to think about it that way. Stop worrying about how many people are in your sphere. Start looking at how can you reach further and find those people that are like-minded. Because, you may consider yourself to be unique. Maybe not everybody's like you. So there's others out there that might be. They think like you. So you just want to find them. And again, you could post your blog in here, your business page, doesn't matter, whatever you want to do. You can make your own video, post it on YouTube, maybe have a message inviting people to connect with you, and you basically put it in here and give them a way to do that. It's really simple. So here's another one. This is actually another retake on the Diva ring here. And you can see, this is just a nice clean look here. That's what I like. I see some sites are just way too busy. And remember, you got somebody for 20 seconds. You want to maximize that. You could even do a video that invites somebody to opt in right here. Instruct them. Give them a call to action. Tell them what you're about real quick and say, hey, by the way, if you want me to connect with you, go ahead and put your name and your email in the bar above, and join me in the Viral Genie. It's amazing, or something like that. Whatever you want to do. So here we are, the last one. Again, it's another placeholder page. And you'll probably see some of those as you go through, depending on who invited you. Now, that's the other thing, too. Depending on who invited you, you're going to see different sites. Okay, so this sequence will be completely different for every person that is inviting because it's based on their pages and the people that referred them. So we're going to have thousands and thousands of different sites coming through. Now, one thing I want to point out, too, is that we've also this is all word of mouth, and just since last Saturday, it's been a week. This is Friday. Since last Saturday, we've had 3,816 views already generated through our site. We've had 85 members. I think this number would be actually higher, but we've had some issues with the sign-up form for about a day and a half, and it was kind of funny because I saw the numbers just stop, and I thought, wow, that's weird. We grew so fast, and then we just stopped right there. And again, we're just getting started. It's all word of mouth. A lot of us haven't even really pushed the throttle yet. Now, the other thing you'll see right here is this monthly meals. Now, what this is if you're a do-gooder, kind of like me, I like to find ways to do something beyond myself out there. And one of the things we're doing as a company, the Viral Genie, is we are, for every member that enrolls, we're creating 8 meals for American families. And I don't know if you know this or not, but there's 49 million people in America that struggle to get 3 meals a day, 3 full meals. And we want to make a dent in that. We want to make a difference. So what we're doing is we're contributing 8 meals every single month of an active membership. For every single one, we're creating 8 meals. My goal is to get this to tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands, maybe millions of meals every month. And when you log in your back office in the Viral Genie, based on your team, like say you invited 2 people who invited 2 people and it grew to 10 people or whatever it is, well, that means you're responsible for generating 80 meals per month. And you can, if you like that, you can go out and talk about it. If you don't care, if you're just here for the money, that's fine too. That's all here. Either way you go, it's all good. So next thing you do is, boom, get traffic. Once you click that, then you're invited here to go ahead and enroll. And what you do is you put in now make sure you pick this properly. You just put in your name, or whatever name you want to show, that's what you're going to share. So if your name is Bill and you want to put bill.viralgenie.com, tell all your friends to go to bill.viralgenie.com, or run your ads or whatever, Facebook postings and so on with that. That's great. If you want to be a little more creative and come up with a name, go for it. If it's available, it'll let you know, and you can do that. And once you enroll here, then you get taken to another page, and there is a fee. There's a $20 fee. Obviously, we're paying commissions, and we're also charging a fee for the services, and we're going to have many things that are going to be added onto this. The main thing you're getting is the traffic. That's where we're starting for you, and we're going to add other things on there. Just going to be extra value for you as we go forward, things that are going to benefit you and your business as well. So with that said, let me do this. I'm going to bear with me. I've got Windows 8 here. See if I can do this here. There we go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you into. Oh, this is acting a little weird here. Hold on. Ew, lost my mouse. Maybe if I. There we go. All right. Let me try this. There we go. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and open this up in Paint. And the reason why I'm opening Paint is I want to draw out for you kind of how this marketing works and how this is significant for you and why you want to sign up sooner than later. First of all, we have what we call a 5x6 matrix. Now, what that means is you have 5 positions. And forgive me, I'm drawing with a mouse here. I'm going to do my best. So we got 5 positions on your first level, right? And just imagine for a minute, these are the people that you've enrolled, friends, family, whoever, or business associates, or maybe run some ads on Facebook or something like that, and these 5 people enrolled. Now, you only have 5 spots on your first level. So what happens then is if it's, for example, this first person here, let's say they introduce somebody, but now you introduce a 6th person. The computer looks at your first level and says, oh, it's full, okay? You've got a full 5 people there. So it automatically goes down and looks for the next available spot in the highest available position from left to right, and it would immediately look right here and it would just place them right there. Boom. So here all of a sudden you've sponsored a 6-person, they placed under this person. This person's going to get an email. That's probably pretty enticing and motivating, isn't it? So all of a sudden they get an email that says, hey, you've had somebody enroll on your first level there, and boom, they go, I don't even know that person. Wow. And pretty soon what happens is they're going to start talking to others too and say, hey, you know what, I don't know what happened, but I enrolled one person, but then next thing you know, other people were showing up. Now what also happens is when this person's sending their campaign out, guess what? Yours is tagging along too. So all of a sudden you have people you haven't even met yet somewhat helping you with your marketing as well. And that's why we can pay commissions on this, because we're actually rewarding you for your efforts as you go forward. Now what we do is we pay basically 5% or $1, right, every month on every membership, all the way up to 6 levels deep. So what you're getting paid on is $1 there. Now we also have another scenario where we actually match you 100% of the earnings of each person you personally bring in. Now here's the exciting part. No matter where that person falls, if you sponsored somebody that fell down here, it wouldn't matter. You're still going to match them 100%. So for example, let's say that you fill this up and you had, say, 1,000 people in your group. You know, you introduced maybe 10 or 15 people in that group through them referring others and so on, and you had 1,000 people. You would earn $1 on each one, so that would be $1,000. And this is all hypothetical. I don't know what you're going to do. Maybe you're going to do a lot more than this. Maybe you're going to do less. I don't know. Part of it also depends on who's in upline from you, your sponsor, and how much they're doing as well, because some of that overflow will help. But what will happen is, 1,000 people in your group, you're making $1,000. Well, let's say that this person down here you sponsored, they fell down here in the group, and even though they're on your first, second, third level, let's say that, for example, they were earning $1,000 also. Well, what we would do is not only pay you the $1,000 of your matrix that you're earning on, but we match you right here 100%. And if you had 10 people all earning $1,000 or 10 people earning $100, you would earn $1,000. You follow me? And it's basically a bonus that is paid to the sponsor only. It's not, now you don't match somebody's match. In other words, if you're earning $2,000 because you have your $1,000 matrix match and then your $1,000 earnings, you're earning $2,000 total. Your sponsor wouldn't get a match of $2,000. You would get a match of your $1,000 that you're earning from your matrix. So the nice thing is, no matter what happens when you enroll somebody, say a year from now, let's say that your matrix all the way through 6 tiers is full, you actually would get paid on all of that. Plus, you're going to get matching bonuses on anybody, even if they fall on the 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th level. It doesn't matter. So that's pretty exciting for a lot of you, because if you enroll somebody, and you now have an incentive to help them too, because you're going to be matching them. Now I also want to point another thing out. This is exciting because you can now go out. Maybe you want to create a campaign for a nonprofit organization. Pick your favorite nonprofit organization. What you do is you enroll in Viral Genie, you promote your campaign, and then you enroll yourself with another campaign, but you do it for a nonprofit, and you can take the revenue from that entity and donate that to the nonprofit. But here's the other thing. Your position above it that sponsored it is going to match it 100%. So now all of a sudden you're getting paid to help a nonprofit. Isn't that cool? And you can do that for anybody. You could help anybody you know in business, maybe help generate some traffic. This gives you an incentive to get them in there and help them out and show them how it works. And the more you work with people and the more successfully help others come, hey, it benefits you as well, no matter where they are. So, and I'll look for your feedback on that, what you think about that. That's a very recent change we've made. And let's see here. What I'm going to do now, I think for the most part, we can kind of wrap this up. One thing I want to point out is that if you don't have a product, one of the sites you can go to, check this out. There's a lot of these sites like this, but this one I want to show you. It's called clickbank.com. Now, clickbank.com, if you're not familiar with it, I want to show you here. They literally have paid out over $2 billion in commissions. So ClickBank, what they do is they allow you to become a member for free, and they allow you to plug. Basically, there's a lot of people that create products out there in every type of niche you can imagine. So whatever you're excited about in your life, you could probably find, if it's golfing or yoga or whatever it is, there's products out there surrounded by that. You can fit right into whatever niche you want, and you can go find those products, and those people that are members of the ClickBank that are offering those products will literally let you uh, go ahead and sell their product, and they'll pay you 50%, up to 100% even. So you have a product right away that you're in business with, and ClickBank tracks everything for you. You've already paid out over $2.5 billion in commissions. It's pretty amazing, and that's just one way you could do it. You could go find any type of affiliate product. There's individuals out there that would love for you to become a representative of theirs.